of Georgia Tech. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Noles will put total leather and will get started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Georgia Tech's offense will get first crack at it today. Offense working from the pistol. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. Solid run on the last play, sets this offense up on first down. From the gun, the ground game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. All right, guys, let's talk about Georgia Tech. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
The Yellow Jackets will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Georgia Tech. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
And the Yellow Jackets back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Going with the ground game left. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off play action. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack. So Florida State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
That middle linebacker just wanted it more, man. He came right up the middle. He was able to beat across the offensive lineman's face and work his way to the QB.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. On the double. Snapped it in the shotgun. A strike downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the big fella. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
The Yellow Jackets are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Fourth down and inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
And fourth and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
The give to the left side. There he goes. Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28. And the Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with second and short.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. Quick screen to the speedster out wide.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
And the Seminoles with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Looking left. He's got an open man. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action. Maybe it was a shot play to the perimeter of the field. Now, they've got guys running all different kinds of routes, playing at different tempos, lining up all over the field. This dude is a guy you just have to know where he is every single snap.
Breaks into the open. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled their last time out, and they knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
Touch pass on the right. And he's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll do it for the first quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Good timing on the quick out. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And they decide to trot out the kicker. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. The official says no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar. Those are the ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
From the gun, the running back has it. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. The Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Offenses that are great on third downs, what do they do most of the time? They keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on 3rd and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on third downs all throughout this season.
Wants to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
They want to run it left here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Still looking on the move. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. He's looking to throw. Sets up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the Yellow Jackets will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. To the ground with the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. It has been a less than stellar start in ACC play, and now the mission is to try to keep this season from going down the drain.
Yeah, and you got to find new ways to motivate. You came to the season, you're probably like, hey, listen, we want to be ACC champs, and that dream is probably gone, but let's refocus, right, Jesse? It's really fun to be that team in the middle towards the end of the year, too, where you can play spoil.
Yeah, it's all about building, too. Just one game at a time, and it just takes one win to get the season completely turned around. This team has not yet quit on the year. They're still out playing hard with great effort. They just got to put a full game together.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the...
Oh, he's got some space. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This is going to be a key that we look at. Higher game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
The Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Motion from the wide receiver. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They go to the draw. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Well, the offense trying to catch him off guard a little bit, running that draw play, but the defense wasn't fooled. Everybody stayed in their lane, and they're able to get the tackle for loss.
Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. creates a little room. Turning it on. Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. To the air on second down. On target to the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
Yeah, he threw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
He'll keep it himself. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. And that one's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
He's going to look for a man on third and short. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Absolutely center cut. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Ohio State is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Troy Smith, and they're right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas A&M. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Picked off. A turnover in their own end. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Florida State.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant. Season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into half. my adjustments and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Makes the grab on the left. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Fires to the tight end. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. And the Yellow Jackets have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Looking downfield very late in the half. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking to throw on first down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Might be changing the route. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards and then get your booty out of bounds.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Now with just a few seconds left, not enough time to run another play, but there is time to kick a field goal and take the lead. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And the field goal draws us even as we get close to halftime.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Atlanta. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open. Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space.
Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. That took nerves of steel to convert that fourth down on the road.
Oh, man, the crowd going nuts. A big-time opportunity.
And the ball's on the ground. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
The throw to the outside is complete. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes. He's at the touchdown. Georgia Tech. They take the lead with the 6.
How about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They'll go to work, trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Working that left side now. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Noles decide to punt it away. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Gets it out quickly. There he goes. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Gives it to the back on the draw. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. He has been surgical. Precision passing, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Pollard, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Motion from the back. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab.
My old coach said to never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Noles can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pressure coming. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab inside the 30. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Fires complete on the crosser. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The Seminoles will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Power ahead. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Seminoles!
And the defense was so close. They had done such a good job up to that point, setting up a fourth down. It looked like they had the QB corral, but they let him escape. That is going to be a coaching moment for them moving forward.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Running back searching for a hole. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Give to the running back. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They go to the ground. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Skips away from pressure. He'll get rid of it. Got his man. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And the Yellow Jackets will have it 1st and 10. Running behind that left side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. A shot toward the end zone. Looking to get it in. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. Trying to bully their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Off-play action on first down. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to...
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they turn it into a defensive score. With that in the lead, nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Makes the grab. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. And the Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right up.
Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Rush is on him. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
They're desperate to do anything they can to try to slow down this guy who's just been spinning bean all day. A little carried away with that roughing penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Man, you got to get hats around this dude. He finds the crease. He's down to the 27. The Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Bring in the heat. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success.
Fires deep toward the end zone. A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we've certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. give as they work on that clock. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the fourth quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
They'll give it to him again. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the fourth quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
They give it to him again. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
And here comes the field goal team. Salt, meat open wound. He splits the upright, and that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter is sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
That last score sort of like the finishing touch on a great meal. They are oh so close to tasting victory and getting ready to kick it away again. Here's the return from inside his tent. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking downfield on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the